Isn't it interesting how a single moment, a single event, it can seem so big, so overwhelming, until suddenly something shifts. And as you hear these words, perhaps you've already begun to notice that change is inevitable. Growth is inevitable. And the most fascinating thing, it happens naturally, effortlessly. Just like breathing. Just like waking up one day and realizing the old way of seeing things no longer fits. Because somewhere deep inside, there's a part of you that already knows. You're never broken, never weak, never foolish. No, not at all. What if the very fact that you cared enough to give, to trust, to believe, it proves something remarkable? That you're someone who dares to love, to hope, to see the best in people. And isn't that a strength? A strength, because anyone can shut down. Anyone can harden. But it takes courage, true courage, to open up again. And you have that within you, don't you? That quiet knowing, the gentle whisper reminding you. You've always been stronger than you thought. And maybe, just maybe, what happened wasn't about punishment, wasn't about failure, but about learning. Because the best lessons, the deepest wisdom, it doesn't come from ease. No, it comes from experience. And now, you see things differently, wiser, sharper, more aware. You've gained something, haven't you? And as you sit with that thought, feeling it settle deep within, you might begin to wonder, what if people aren't just good or bad? What if they're just people, learning, growing, stumbling, just like you? What if the world isn't against you, but teaching you, preparing you for something even greater? And already you can feel it, can't you? That shift, that subtle change, like a light flicking back on, like warmth returning after a long winter, like a part of you waking up again. Because the truth is, you're not small, you're not weak, you're not a victim. No, you're someone who survives, who learns, who grows, who rises again and again. As you step forward into this new way of being, a part of you already knows everything will work out. Everything is working out right now. And isn't it fascinating how life has this way of revealing its lessons in the most unexpected ways? Because here you are, thinking back to that moment, that experience, and yet, even as you do, something's already changing, shifting, because a new understanding is emerging. And as you listen to these words, you may begin to notice that what once felt like a weight now feels more like a key that unlocks something powerful within you. Because the truth is, this was never about loss or failure, or being taken advantage of. No. This was about awakening something deeper, something stronger, a part of you that had been waiting, watching, ready to rise. And isn't it interesting how the mind works? How in the past you may have thought that trust, the kindness, the belief in people, it was a weakness. But now, as you hear these words, as you begin to let this sink in, at a level beyond words, you realize that trust is not weakness, it's strength, it's power. And now, that power is yours. Because you see, those who deceive, those who manipulate, they're playing small. They live in scarcity, in fear, believing they must take to survive. But you're different. You've something they never had. The ability to give, the ability to grow, the ability to rise above. And that is the ultimate power. And as this realization spreads through you, like warmth, like light, you begin to understand something even deeper. To being fooled once, it doesn't mean being fooled again. To being hurt once doesn't mean being broken forever. In fact, it means you've gained something rare. A deeper awareness, a sharper intuition, a wisdom that can't be taken. And isn't it funny? When you look at it this way, you start to see it wasn't a loss at all. Perhaps this was the moment, the very moment, that transformed you, that opened your eyes, not just to the illusions of others, but to the truth within yourself, the truth that you're resilient, that you're unstoppable, that no matter what happens, you adapt, you evolve, you go stronger. And already that strength is taking root within you, growing, expanding. You can feel it, can't you? That shift, that knowing. Like something inside you is waking up, remembering who you truly are. Because the world is not cruel. The world is a mirror, reflecting back to you the lessons that you're ready to learn. And now you know, now you see, now you choose. And as you step forward, as the past fades into something distant, something neutral, something that no longer has power over you, you can feel it happening. The change, the clarity, the certainty, that everything is working out, that everything has always been working out, that you are exactly where you're meant to be.